Hi everyone, Ron Crider here with the COVID-19 increase numbers from yesterday. Today is March the 26th, Thursday. Let's start out with our global cases, 528,044, an increase over yesterday of 59,208. Global deaths, 23,709, an increase of 2,557 over yesterday. U.S. cases, 82,404, an increase of 17,230 over yesterday. U.S. deaths, 1,178, an increase of 257 over yesterday. Florida deaths, 28, an increase of 6 over yesterday. And taking a look at Dade County, 616, these are positive cases now, 216 over yesterday. Broward County, 504, 149 over yesterday. Palm Beach County, 169 over 51 from yesterday. Martin County, 4 from over yesterday. St. Lucie County, 2 over yesterday. Indian River County, where we are, 1 over yesterday. Brevard County, 2 over yesterday. And Orange County, that would be Orlando, 110, 33 more than yesterday. Okay, here we go with a black and white look at it. These are the numbers. I don't say these. The whole purpose of giving you this information is to keep you informed as to what's going on with this terrorist. I refer to COVID-19 as a terrorist. And these are the numbers, and I try to give them to you each day. I think I've come up with a pretty good, slick way to do it. So coming up next will be our news for today, and that's all pretty much related, non-political. First, I want to start out this evening. Today is Thursday, March the 26th, and I want to thank everybody, especially my new next door fans. I appreciate that very much. I can say I have fans, but you guys have been very pleasant, very nice. Thank you so much for sending me some nice messages. I do appreciate it very much, and you have a lot of nice things to say to me, and I appreciate you watching the videos. And if you have any other suggestions, please let me know. About these numbers that you just saw that I did, there's not a really great reporting system here in Florida for these numbers, so they kind of straggle in, and occasionally you'll see a big spike one day over another day. It isn't necessarily so. The numbers are all right. Don't get me wrong. I'm giving you the right numbers. But occasionally these numbers will spike, and it's because he didn't report them for a couple of days. So kind of average them out. But the total numbers are correct. Just the new increases will be maybe accumulation over a couple of days, because you'll see some places there was only an increase of 1, and all of a sudden there's an increase of 4 or 5. So here in Vero Beach, workers displaced from the Wave Kitchen and Bar because of COVID-19 concerns have new jobs at the end of the week, thanks to Gloria Estefan and her husband. The Estefans are stepping up to help provide immediate employment to those displaced from the Estefan-owned operations and businesses here in Florida. The Wave Kitchen and Bar, located at the famous beach resort here in Vero, the Costa d'Este, is closed, and several of their other operations are as well, and they've created jobs for their employees, just like they always do. Exactly what happened after the hurricane. They agreed to have a great big concert, and City of Vero Beach said, no, thank you very much. It would be too disruptive. And I'm not happy with Vero Beach for having done that. That was a really stupid thing to do. It would have been great for Vero Beach, for the Vero Beach people, and they agreed to do it, and they weren't charging anybody anything. How do you show your gratitude for a family like this? It's a very high profile people who live in our community and embrace our community. So anyway, that's my soapbox for the day. Elite Airlines has canceled this weekend's round-trip flights from Newark, New Jersey, so the airline can work out the details of screening incoming passengers for COVID-19. And obviously, anybody who comes from New York needs to get screened pretty carefully when they come down here, and we just don't want those people coming down here and creating problems for us. We have nothing against New Yorkers, but they have an awful lot of bad things going on up there, and we don't have that many cases going on down here, so we're hoping not to bring them in here. This is kind of a strange story, but toilet paper thieves are stealing rolls of toilet paper from the public restrooms. This isn't a new phenomena, but given the global shortage, business and government officials have seen an increase in this crime here. Rolls have been flying out of the public restrooms around Vero Beach. Sanitation workers reported this to the police department. Most of the thefts have occurred, most of the thefts have occurred at the local parks. So the police are increasing their patrols at the local parks to guard the toilet paper. Right. Let's just spend more money guarding toilet paper. Give me a break. Come on. What's wrong with you folks? Stealing toilet paper out of the park restrooms? God, this is just ridiculous. By the way, some of my next door people who contacted me said there's a place for pickup of fine food, really nice food. It's called the Edgewood Eatery at 1327 21st Street. Edgewood Eatery, 1327 21st Street. I'm going to add it onto my video, but remember that, Edgewood Eatery. I don't know anything about it. They say it's good. So if they say it's good, and these are my new friends at next door, it's probably pretty good. Okay, the Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed 1,351.62 points, or a 6.4 increase to close at 22,552.17. That's good. The blue chips average has advanced more than 20% over the past 3 days, and it's the biggest gain since 1931. Standard & Poor's 500 added 6.2% to finish at 2630.07. As I keep saying, I say this every day, but the market is just looking to get onto firm ground, terra firma, because, let's face it, we're talking about money, we're talking about business, and they're not sure what's going to happen with the airlines and the cruise ship companies and the hospitality industries and everybody else. And by the way, in case you didn't know this or I haven't mentioned it before, let me say this to you. One of the largest industries in the United States, or various businesses, is the restaurant business. They're one of the major employers in the entire United States. And most of the restaurants are closed down, or a majority of them are closed down. So this is a big problem. And I also heard today that cash flow for most small businesses can last an average of about 28 days. So at the end of 28 days, they don't have any income. They can't pay the rent. They can't pay the mortgage. They can't pay electric, all the things that have to be paid. So this is a really, really big problem. So if you're going to spend some money and you're going to go out, make sure you patronize some of these local businesses. I'm not as concerned, and I don't mean to take anything away from the big chains of restaurants we have around here, but patronize the local businesses, like the John Marks and his place. He's got the deli over there, the Polo Deli, and Leanne with her restaurant, the Tides, and we have a lot of local restaurants here with local people. Look at the Ocean Grill, one of the most successful restaurants on the Treasure Coast. Support these restaurants, and if you're going to go out and spend money, which we're not doing actually, we're just kind of hunkering down here and eating cleaning out our freezer. But if you're going to spend money, go ahead and do it. Okay, Broward County issued a sweeping shelter-in-place order today, urging residents not to leave their homes unless it's for essential activities. Individuals are strongly urged to remain at home unless they have to go out for any particular reason, like they're working or something such as that. So it's not quite as mandatory as in Miami, but it's pretty important. How about gas prices here on the Treasure Coast? Range between $1.88 and $2.40. It's under $2 a gallon out at that airport gas station out by the Vero Beach Airport. I don't know the name of it, but it's always has the best prices in town. And theirs is just about $2 or a little bit under. And around $2 at the Cumberland Farm Store at US 1 and 17th Street. But there were a couple of places that it's $1.88. Go online and look up low gas prices near me, and you'll find out exactly where they are. Be careful of Sunoco. They'll give you a gas price, and you show them and say, well, that's for cash. I'm sorry, it's $17 a gallon otherwise. I'm being facetious, but the number they give you is always for cash, and everybody else gives you the price, so it doesn't make any difference what it is. Okay, the stimulus bill. I'm not going to get political. I said I wouldn't do that. It's not done yet. The House still has to approve it. It's going to be approximately $2 trillion, and you've heard that. So you ask, what is $1 trillion? We're talking about $1 trillion like we know what it is. I'll tell you what it is. A lot of people didn't understand this. It's $1,000 billion. That is $1 trillion. You say, well, okay. Well, what's $1 billion? Well, that's $1,000 million. This isn't just a little bit of money. This is a bunch of bucks. So you should understand that. The Senate bill will provide one-time direct payments to Americans of about $1,200 per adult, making up to $75,000 a year, and $2,400 to married couples, making up to $150,000 a year, with $500 payment per child. And our wisdom of the day, I always try to come up with something positive. And the whole purpose of this is, I don't want to scare you with this. I don't do these things to scare people. I think it's important that you have a good idea what's going on in our state. And that's why we're kind of looking all the way down from Miami up here and giving you the overall numbers. Today's wisdom. It says, the way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you have to put up with a little bit of rain. And who said that? Dolly Parton, of course, by all means. Okay, folks, thank you very much for watching this video. Again, I appreciate our next door neighbors. Very nice of you. Thanks for all the nice things that you say. And if you have any questions, please just ask me the questions. I'll be happy to answer. Oh, I did say one thing that I would like to kind of walk back a little bit, and I'm saying it because, not because of any legal ramifications, but because I want you to understand what I meant. When I said something about going to Publix and not buying the vegetables there because so many people have touched them and felt them and squeezed them and all that kind of stuff, and it's a bad idea because you don't know if they sneezed on them or coughed on them or so forth. Well, it's not just Publix, it's just anywhere. And practically the only thing in Publix or any grocery store that you shop in, the vegetables are the only things that aren't really wrapped up in plastic where people can't do that sort of thing to them. So I suggested that the 5-acre farm has less people touching those vegetables here in Vero Beach, and you can order them and they'll deliver them to your homes. I wasn't casting any disparaging remarks about Publix, I'm saying that about any grocery store where you have a lot of people going by and touching and feeling things and that sort of thing. So be careful when you buy any vegetable that somebody's been touching to kind of wash them up a little bit when you bring them home and make sure they're good. But somebody did say to me, that's pretty libelous. You know what you said? You can maybe get sued by Publix for saying that. I love Publix. Publix is my absolute favorite grocery store in all of Florida. It always has been, ever since they were closed on Sundays because they wanted their people to go to church, and they're a Florida operation. So we love Publix. We're not trying to hurt Publix, and Publix isn't any different than any other grocery store when it comes to the vegetables. So thank you for reminding me of that. And if you hear me say something else stupid, let me know and I will probably retract it. And you notice today, it really wasn't very political. Was that good? Okay. Thanks a lot. Have a great night. Oh, keep forgetting. If you like this channel, then subscribe to it. Just push the subscribe button. I'm not selling anything. I don't charge anything for this. I don't make any money doing this. You don't have to sign up for anything. And also, leave me a like if you like it, okay? Have a great evening.